All right, guys. So we're going on in a few minutes. Doug,
Yes.
what are you going to be talking about today?
I'm talking about the new mixtape I'm releasing within the next couple of weeks.
Make sure when the show's on, you get up kind of.
Oh, yeah, of course. Just
Lady
talking about
see your eyes.
Nice.
just talking about my mixtape I'm trying to release in the next couple of weeks. A tour I am announcing and talking about the song.
Cool. Yeah, and a little bit. Paco Estrada is going to be coming in.
Yeah.
And he'll be talking about. He's got something very special coming up.
Okay.
I think he's going to be doing a special project with Cy.
He's losing his
the guy
virginity?
from Games.
No.
Yeah. Well, you saw him last night.
Yeah, I did.
Where
I've
was
seen
he
him. The Hyenas at the Mockingbird Station.
Very nice.
He got the headline. Somebody didn't get the show or something. Some honky was supposed to be on, but he wasn't there. So we had a Mexican instead.
That was very nice. Fellas, that's what we call a cold open with a tease. Sorry, I've been running it. So what do we say we kick off the show with an 80s style Game of Thrones intro?
Awesome.
How does that sound?
Do it.
All right, everybody, enjoy.
Simply TV, HBO.
Folks, welcome to Fun Tim Glob Show. We're going to be having a lot of fun today. In the studio today, we've got Doug Funnie, a.k.a. Doug Funnie. It's going to be a lot of fun. Nerdcore rapper who didn't know what that was until one of the first times on the show we found out it had a name. Also, we've got Matt the Pizza Man, Bazana, who goes by his... what's your stage name?
A pizza man. That's
Is that what it is? Okay, great. Matt, Pizza Man, the Ice Cream Man, Bazana.
me and Master P. We're pretty much the same.
I like that. Okay. So, Doug, you're going to be talking about, like we talked at the beginning of the show,
Yes.
you're going to be talking about some kind of new, to be honest, I was kind of working on programming. You were getting into taxidermy. Did I hear that right?
Taxidermy? No.
Or what was it again?
I'm working on a new mixtape.
Mixtape. That's what it was.
Close.
Yeah,
Yes.
sorry.
So close.
Okay.
The mixtape is pretty much a prequel to the album I'm trying to release in October. It's really story-based, so I just really want to set the stage with the mixtape, which is a lot of different producers on it. It's a really cool mixtape with a lot of other people.
Well, who were some of the other people that worked on it with you?
On it will be DJ Robo Rob. I did the Reading Rainbow track that we'll play here shortly. I got other people. Mega Ran is on it as well. My friend O Super from Florida, who'll be on it as well. And I got Lucio from Arkansas producing a few tracks.
That's a lot of names, and yours wasn't one of them, Dell. Not one time. You're not.
He asked me, and I said, absolutely not. I have a standard I need to keep to, and that standard is very low, and I don't feel like rising above it because it means getting up before 8 o'clock p.m., and I'm just no way I'm doing that. So you said there's the Reading Rainbow thing, which is very cool because obviously Lamar Burton, it's LeVar. LeVar Burton is bringing back, Seth MacFarlane donated to match $1 million on his Kickstarter.
Really? He matched it.
So for all the people that don't like Family Guy and The American Dad, which is pretty bad, the Cleveland Show, which is pretty bad. I like Family Guy.
That was, A Million Ways to Die in the West. That was pretty good though.
Yeah, I like The Million Ways to Die in the West.
I can do it.
You still gotta love the Cosmos. That's his return for getting to do all the dick jokes, the fart jokes. He gives back to society with
payback.
Cosmos and with Reading Rainbow. So I think that's a great way to put back into the system. Did you do A Million Ways to Die in the West? Did you see it?
I did see that. I did
What
see
did
the
you
film.
think?
It wasn't my bag. There was a few funny parts that I really got into it, but other than that, like the whole character of what's her face? She was the
Tits
prostitute.
McGee?
Yeah, she was a prostitute the whole.
Oh, Sarah Silverman.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Her character just kept killing it for me.
that's Sarah Silverman though. I mean, that is. So, tell us a little bit more about. You said it's kind of a concept album,
Yes.
a story. Tell me a little bit about that.
Well, really, I got the idea from Lucky Number 11, where he just kind of leaves the town because three things happen. Like he gets fired, he gets his girlfriend cheats on him, and then he just ends up leaving town.
That's basically the premise for the first Futurama episode too.
Just
Except
kind of
he gets
leaves
the
all the mess.
future instead of leaving down. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, the mixtape just starts off as like reasons of why I leave, and the album just comes up with the reason of in Dallas, hip hop artists are dying, or just artists are just passing, and people are missing. So it just looks really suspicious that I leave town the same time people are dying. So that the album is really just getting back to Dallas and clearing my name.
That's very cool.
Yes.
And you said it was from Lucky Number 11.
Yeah.
What? That sounds familiar. What was that one again?
It was the one with Josh
Even though I
Hartnett.
remember, for the people at home that,
Right.
they can't remember, let's talk a little bit about that.
It was that movie with Josh Hartnett and old guy, John McClane.
Bruce
Willis.
Thank you.
I would have
I was like,
John McClane.
dang, I can't remember his name.
I just found that was based on a book. Did y'all know Die
Hard?
Hard was
Was it?
based
Yeah.
on a book? Yeah.
Okay.
You know what the book was based on? The Towering Inferno.
Huh.
So somebody watched The Towering Inferno, which I love. That's one of my classic disaster films. Then was like, you know what I'll do? Write a book where there's no fire and it's a cop running around. And then, of course, Shane Black, who's an awesome screenwriter. I love him.
For sure.
Took it and ran with it. And then we got Iron Man 3. That's how that directly related all the way down the line.
Wow, that is a good lineage.
So, how did you? What gave you? Were you watching Lucky Number 11 or?
No, I just wanted to do something more complex. I like making stories, and I was working on the mixtape called Protest the Throne, where I was just mixing Protest the Hero tracks, and I never finished it because it's really complex to cut metal bands riffs and make it hip hop tracks.
Yeah.
So I ended up just making a whole hip hop album, just kind of make up a whole concept about it.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
And when is this going to be released?
I'm trying to release it in October if everything stays on schedule.
And how are people going to be able to get it? Is it be online or?
It'll be
Do
online.
you have to go to Blockbuster music stores?
That
still
shut
got
down
my
and no
membership.
longer exists.
Yeah.
For the music, it'll just be on the website, Doug Funnie Music or DougFunnieHipHop.com. Either or will bring you to the website, or at the Bandcamp site, DougFunnie.bandcamp.com.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Bandcamp. They're great. They're a great site.
Yeah, you get awesome music on pretty much nothing. For pretty much nothing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it'll definitely be on there on Twitter as well. It's Funnie Music. I'm trying to release a comic for like a music video for all the music.
Wait,
which will be
explain
on-
that again. You're wanting to release a comic, like a comic book,
just really a
or
video
a stand-up
comic.
comic?
No, just a video comic.
How's that going to work?
It'll just be like stills.
I was like, otherwise, isn't that just animation?
Yeah, it's just animation just made in stills
Okay.
wise. And I got the idea from Let's Destroy Metal Gear, how the artist just kind of just made like one still and just kind of moved it along as a comic book.
Oh, interesting.
So I was like, that's an awesome idea. So I want to do that for, the music video so people can, follow along what's going on in the album.
Now we have another music video here today. What's this one called that we're going to play?
This is Reading Rainbow. This happens. This is during the story where
Is this based on Lucky Number 11 as well?
No,
or
no,
is
no.
This is another TV show or movie.
This is kind of like a dream sequence where my character or me gets knocked out out of a drunken stupor, and I get knocked out near a library, which comes up the Reading Rainbow concept.
Very nice. Well, you want to take a listen to this real fast? Or you
Yeah.
want to hold it off and keep making the audience
It's up to
wait?
you. Up to you, man.
All right, I think
It's your
we can-
world.
I
I'm
think
living
we
in
can
it.
do this now. Look who's here. Look who finally decided to show up. Ladies and gentlemen, Paco Estrada in the studio. We'll have you take a seat while we're running the music video. We got two musical legends in today. There's a good chance the building might explode from all this talent. So I'll have to step out of the room to limit that a little bit. All right, so here you go. It's called Reading Rainbow.
Yes.
By nerdcore rapper Doug Funnie.
Yes.
Check, mic 2.
Fly in the sky.
Hold on, we're having a little bit of technical difficulty. We're gonna restart that one because I feel your drop-up box. Yep, you sent it to me for Dropbox. Like, he's popping up on the screen. I don't know what's going on here. So let's clean this up for you a little bit. Do what I say, not what I do. And now it's arguing with me.
Check, mic 2.
Fly in the sky. I can go twice as high. Take a look.
Okay.
It's in a book.
All right.
A reading rainbow.
Mic check. Here we go.
Goosebumps, Dr. Seuss, these are books you ought to know. And I inspire little red, white, sharp Waldo. And on a roll, I'm on a roll. Library, you will find me there. Spending all my parents' money, as for like the book fairs. And I don't care, I'm a nerd. Just have my way with words, many things that I learned, including killing mockingbirds. But I heard these books turn film is one creation, but the movie never matched it to in my imagination, cause
I can go anywhere. I can be anything. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. A reading rainbow. I can go anywhere. I can be anything. Take a look. It's in a book. A reading rainbow. A reading rainbow.
Well, that was nearly perfect, Doug.
Yes.
I only caught one mistake in all of that. That's pretty awesome. So where'd you get an idea? I mean, obviously did we all watch Reading Rainbow as a kid?
I did.
I certainly did.
I think so. Okay, so I'm not crazy about that.
3 for 3.
I believe. Hold on, let me adjust this. We can get Paco a little bit more. There we go. The great and wonderful Paco Estrada in studio as well. Let's get you a mic here. Yeah. Paco, were you a fan of Reading Rainbow?
Oh yeah, man. Me and Lamar, we go. Was it Lamar? LeVar?
LeVar Burton.
Yeah.
Although I said Lamar earlier in the show, we call that a callback.
Yeah.
We're not saying that was.
back.
See, we write
Well,
the
you
show
know,
ahead of time.
they
People
used-
think it's just all the. No, Todd. There's a script for every
They used
episode.
to make these amazing stories out of books.
That's what
but-
what books do.
Yeah, no, but they would take the visuals and like slow pan the whole page, you
Yeah.
know, look like things were moving even though they weren't moving.
And I'll tell you when the new one comes out, and I'm sure it will. I mean, there's got to be so many people. I can't wait. I'm gonna be watching that like a little kid again. So.
Bag of popcorn, cereal. Or something.
Yeah, softcore porn. Before
Hey, man,
I
you
got the hardcore, I'll be sitting there with that in my lap.
See if you can enter that for the theme song, man.
I'm sorry.
Get that song on the theme song.
That's
Sure.
what that. Yeah,
Remix.
Remix that. Send that to LeVar Burton. See
dude,
if
you
it'll-
should.
Yeah, man,
I want to. I
Send
totally
that in.
would.
Do
See
it.
if why not?
It came down to you and Mars Volta.
Be like whatever
Well, to win.
whatever they're charging for a theme song, I'll do it for
They'll
half.
be like, Mars Volta was a little bit weird. We like yours.
Yeah, dude, send it in. I bet there's a good chance that they might air that or play it. It's
Sure.
pretty good.
Tweet that
Why
at him.
not?
His Twitter is usually pretty useful. and hilarious
Yeah,
sometimes.
tweet him right in the face.
Yeah, because celebrities are really on there. If you find the right one, like they're really on their Twitter. Like
Yeah, like
they
Ricky
really.
Gervais
Twitter,
handles his.
Yeah,
He
they
is
really look at
weird.
stuff.
He is the weirdest person I've ever, like, in real life. He's like, the last tweet he sent out was him in a bathtub making a fat face
Yeah.
and burping, and that was the video he sent out. It's like, what? He's just odd. So Paco, we'll come to what you're going to do in a little bit today, but I'm talking. So how did you get started, Doug? For the people that never saw you before on the show,
Well,
even though I believe this is like the 4th time you've been on the show. You
I
may
think
be
so.
the most
About like
return
3 or 4.
guest at this point. Yeah.
Yeah, about 3 or 4
Yeah.
times.
What do we give for gifts?
Well, I was going to say I'm thinking about starting what I call the Two-Timers Club. So anybody that comes on 2 times will get a nice little button that says part of the Two-Timers Club.
2 times club.
And then I think we'll do a special prize for your 5th return. And then like your 10th will get you a nice edible arrangement.
Oh,
So then you get a
flower
card
arrangement.
and just punch it out.
They should
and
do like
Yeah,
the
that's what I
like the
think
Mile
we're gonna
High
do.
Club,
Yeah, exactly.
but like in the studio.
Yeah, I think that. So you'll have the Two-Timers Club, which will do a nice little nasty logo for that.
If you're going to do edible at 10, at 5, we should do an old pack of baseball cards with some of that sticky gum in there. That'd be perfect for
Yeah,
a gift.
there you go. We've
Some of that
Man,
Artist
it was
rock.
it was stale then. I can only
It's
imagine
still
how
in there.
stale it is
Still
now.
in there.
Yeah, they took some concrete and softened it up for bubble gum. So, no, that's a good. I like the idea of doing a baseball card for somebody that's been on 5 times. We'll do your stats on the back and what you've done, and be part of the Fun Time Good Show roster. So you get a baseball card when you've been in 5 times.
Yeah.
So Doug, you might be the first to hit that one. Yeah. But I'm gonna get some buttons, I think, for the Two-Timers Club, and then we'll have the High Five Club, and then we'll have to think of some kind of dumb name for the 10.
If somebody's coming on 10 times with you, I mean,
Yeah, well,
That's-
we'll give you a tin can full of cola. That's your thing there.
You win. There you go.
So how did you get started, Doug? Don't get distracted.
I'm trying not to, Dale. But yeah, I was just rapping, and I didn't really like the rapping about cars, clothes, because I'm broke and don't really have much of dubs sitting on a Ford
Now,
Fiesta.
see, that would be a pretty good. I mean, maybe we can get together a homeless rapper who sings about his cardboard box and his little dog that he can barely feed.
just as long as he has
Talks about
suspenders
race
from
things.
Walmart on the wrist.
Suspenders.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah, he's just
Please.
wearing underwear with suspenders. That's it, and
Just
one
balling.
flip flop. I like that.
He's just balling like that.
This kind of reminds me of like McElroy, like
Yeah, I can
just
see
taking
that.
it back to like $20 at
The thrift stores?
At the thrift
That's-
store.
that's always
like
genius,
just keeping
too. I
it real.
love
I
that.
mean, that's why it works so well. I think just because it relates on such.
I remember seeing news
regular
stories
level.
after that parents were like, "Oh, thank God that song came out because now it's cool to go to the thrift store."
Yeah.
And like kids were like,
Because
"I
now
wanna go to
$20 is worthy.
Yeah, because like kids were actually like being like, "Hey, mom, I want to go to the thrift store and get Salvation Army stuff," because that's always been popular, with, like punks and metalheads and stuff like that. And I mean, I did all my
Oh
shopping
yeah,
at
we've
thrift
done
stores
it.
when I was
That's where
a
you
kid.
find like some of the best T-shirts.
Yeah, and he made that
Easy.
popular, and parents were like, "Thank God, I don't have to spend $400 for a wardrobe this year."
No more
And,
J.C.
that was-
Penney's for me.
Yeah, so all Macy's. Doug, seriously, how did
You're
you get
getting off.
started?
Sorry, I'll shut up.
But no, it's just I was just rapping about comic books, video games, all the things that I dig, and it just came out to be nerdcore, and just kind of ran with it.
I think that works just fine.
Easy,
I
simple,
was
easy.
trying to do something over here on the computer. Can you string that? Can you make that a longer bio?
A longer buyout, okay. I was rapping, and then I kept rapping.
How old were you when you first started?
When I first started, I mean, I was making beats when I was like, what, 12?
What? Don't ask. You're answering the question.
I was making beats with 12, roughly
12.
around 12?
No, 11.
Right around there.
You were doing
Yeah,
Gorilla
yeah.
Around there.
I'm pretty sure that's when you started.
It was around there. And then around that time, like, I got shipped out to Virginia. Or not shipped out to Virginia. I was an Army brat. So we went to
shipped out.
Virginia. Yeah, shipped out. So we went to Virginia, and I just started making, rhymes for the beats I had made, and they were all really extremely nerdy.
What was your first song? Do you remember?
I do, and it's really terrible. Do you remember that song by JoJo, Get Out?
Maybe sing it for us in its entirety.
Its entirety.
I'm sure that'll bring it up.
Dang, I really don't remember. I remember the chorus. It was like, "Get out right now, it's just you and me." That's really all I remember.
I don't. Yeah, I gotta say I don't remember that.
It was extremely
So
old.
what was the nerd part of it? What was it about?
I just found it funny when I was watching the video as a little kid that she was telling the dude get out when they're standing outside. So I meant the whole verse about the guy just be like, how you telling me to get out when we're standing outside kind of thing. And
I'll reveal for fans of the Analog Robot, my first song was about how much I like root beer. Like when I finally learned guitar and I enough where I could play 3 chords, you know, I was listening to a lot of Misfits at the time.
Nice.
So I wrote a punk song about how I love root beer, and I would just list the root beers that I liked. God, I wish I had that.
Extremely straight edge of you.
Yeah, exactly. It really was. And yeah, I wish I had a copy of that somewhere, only to listen to how bad it was and make fun of myself.
Like,
I'm sure somebody
no
sells it on
floats.
eBay.
Oh yeah, well I'm sure it's
sure
the
it's
internet.
collector's item.
Somehow it's somewhere. Oh, by the way, that
Usually
reminds
track
me, guys. My friend James Parker, he's a DJ out in New Orleans. My father was a professional musician when we were younger. He used to play Dallas and Nashville and some other stuff like that under the pseudonym Delbert Pullen. So that was what he went by. But my friend apparently found a single of his. He was at this someplace and he was like, "Whoa!" And there was a 45 that said Delbert Pullen in the Southwest. And he's like, "Holy shit! I wonder if that's Adele's dad." So he bought it, and sure enough, it was one of my dad's 45s from when he performed.
Nice.
So he uploaded it to YouTube, and I'm so glad we talked about that because I was gonna play this today. The song is called "Ain't Got Shit."
Ain't got shit.
Yeah, this was the B side for a parody. Apparently, the A side was supposed to be the song. This is the one that got more play, though. Apparently, this got played. So I'm gonna have to find this. That's pretty funny.
This better be good, man. You just spent 10 minutes building this up.
10 minutes. Okay, it's not gonna be that good. I'll tell you that. So you can tell I come from a long line of humorous musicians.
Nice.
Me and my dad. But I think his dad was a construction worker who built. Well, he did. He was an iron welder. So.
He probably.
But he was well known for the songs he sang.
That's right. Oh my iron, and it's so good for my blood. He was not. He didn't quite understand biology as well. But before we play this, Doug, what's your when is the release date again? Because I want to make sure we get that out there and that people can pick it up.
I have not set a date. I'm trying to go like mid-July.
Mid-July. Okay, so very soon.
Very soon.
Okay, and once again, where are the places they're gonna be able to get it?
It'll be on the Bandcamp, which is dougfunnie.bandcamp.com. Doug Funnie, funny spelled Funnie. Yeah.
It's spelled funny.
Funny.
Hey guys, the only time incorrectly isn't spelled incorrectly is when it's spelled incorrectly. Think about that.
A paradox. Boom.
Okay, great. How can they find you online if they want to learn more about you or stalk you? You know, or
Stalking
send
me
you
is-
threatening messages.
It's
What's the way
probably
to go about
best
that?
on Facebook. If you just find me as Doug Jason Funnie, you find me on there, or on the website DougFunnieHipHop.com, DougFunnieMusic.com. We'll redirect you to the right site.
Okay, very easy. All right, well, now that we've talked to you about you a little bit, let's embarrass my family with the B-side of a song my father did. This is called Ain't Got Shit by Delbert Pullen. We're going to take a quick break, and this will be the break. And then we're going to come back and talk to Paco Estrada a little bit about something special he's got coming up very soon.
Yeah.
Now the rich man talks about all he's got. He talks about his car and he talks about his yacht. The smart man, he's all the time talking about his wit.
Amen. Amen.
But me, brothers and sisters, I ain't got shit. Amen. Amen. What have you got? No, well, you ain't got nothing, not even a friend. Haven't even got a hole in your sock that you could bend. What have you got? No, when you got no place to get. You ain't got shit. What do you got when you can't even catch a cold? Haven't got sense to do what you're told. time. You wanna write a song, but you can't even find 2 words that rhyme. What have you got when you got no place to fit it? You ain't got shit. What have you got when you can't even catch a cold? Haven't got sense to do what you're told. If you had a chair, you'd have some place to sit. You ain't got shit. No, pick it. If you had a chair, you'd have some place to sit. You ain't got shit.
Now what have you got when you ain't got nothing but a song? You work on it hard, and it's not too long. You got every single word you know and try to make them fit. But if you got brothers and sisters, you ain't got shit.
What about Rim Job Rim? That's always a good one.
No, really, the Netflix Atlantic Rim is like. It's just
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
That's the
they won't
Asylum.
let us see the Pacific
That's the
Rim,
Asylum
but they'll let us see
version
Right.
of
Atlantic
it.
Rim.
Could, Matt, could we get that camera turned a little bit on Paco there, Mr. Estrada, while we talk to him about what he's got coming up very soon? Easy. That's perfect right there. All right, my man. How you been?
Great, sir.
This is the second time you've been on the
Fantastic.
show now? Or third, because you were with Space Camp once.
I think this is the third time.
So you get a 2-timer button as well. That's very nice.
3-timer. 3-timer.
Yeah, Doug still won up on you. I think. So, yeah, what I should do is get radioactive rods that have the 2-timer. Pass those out. Here's your radioactive medallion for being on the show. Make sure you keep that in a lead line box.
Yeah.
Paco, what do you got coming up?
Oh, man, I got my eggs in a lot of baskets.
That sounds so filthy. I don't know. Or is that good business?
Yeah, my huevos.
No huevos.
Space Camp just put out a new EP, just 4 songs. It's doing really well. We're lining up in September. We're going to line up a little college tour.
And I want to tell the people at home, you can go back. That episode is on. Go to funtimegoodshow.com, click on archives. You can watch Tomahawk and Paco when they came in and they talked about Space Camp, played a music video. Very talented, very, very great music group. So make sure after you watch this episode, go back and catch that one too.
Yeah, just real quick, Space Camp's hip hop with a very rock influence
Or
in
skip
the sound.
hop. They found the hipping was too hipster-esque, so they skip hop.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a new thing that I'm going to start now.
Yeah, people don't hip hop
Trademark.
anymore.
Trademark.
Hip.
You take out all the vowels, and that's kind of what we use for our branding, SPCCMP. You can find that at SPCCMP.com. But yeah, Space Camp's doing real well. We're going to do a little college tour. We're talking about actually rolling all the way out to Florida and coming back in. And
Nice.
we got some bigger people kind of helping us out.
I expect some good
and,
stories from Florida.
Yeah, it's going to be
That
great.
state
This
is fucked
particular
up.
group of guys, I've been touring my whole life, and these particular group of guys I've never really been out of Texas with. And we just do little one-offs, so I've never been stuck in a 16-passenger van with them for days on end. So we'll see. So we'll see how
That
it goes.
either makes a band grow stronger or runs friendship.
And our team, we're actually looking for. It's really hard to find the right players that, especially that can leave a job and go out for 2 weeks and then come back and pick up at their work. So we're still looking for some permanent players. And if anybody out there is interested in listening and likes Space Camp and is an incredible musician and would love to contribute, we'd love to have you. We'd love to try out some some new things for our live sound. So that's going to be happening. And then I've been trying to put out my latest record for 3 years now. It started in 2012 with a live show with a band called The Last Romantica behind me. And the recording it was a rainy night. There was maybe 70 people there tops. It was at Curtain Club, and it just didn't happen. The recording was good. There was five high definition cameras on everything. Footage looks great. There's just a lot of mistakes, just nervousness of being live, and the fact that we knew this was going to be the album, and I think I pushed the band a lot. They had lost their lead singer a year prior to me asking them to do this with me, and I think I sort of pushed them in a direction that was far more pop, and they were more of a alternative rock, progressive band, and I think that they were still dealing with the death of their singer, and so it was hard.
Wow, so he didn't just leave.
No, he didn't. No, he passed away. Anyway, so it was kind of weird, and I don't think they were necessarily ready to get back on stage and do what I made them do, but they committed to it, and it got done, and it just didn't happen. And then in 2013, I recorded for free at a studio with a good friend of mine. Unfortunately, as the drummer progressed throughout the day doing the drum tracks, the mics kept on moving, and this specific gentleman is a really great engineer, and he has a great ear, but he's used to programming drums. He's not used to recording live drums, and so that was something that was never checked, and he didn't, there was a lot of EQing issues, and then finally just came out months later towards the end of last year that, hey, you really need to re-record all the drums, because that's really a problem. And so when it came down to that, just trying to find the right money and the right guy who would mix and master and take care of all the drums and do all that. And then I got Matt Noveski involved, who's a good friend of mine out of Austin and has a new studio, Orb Studio. Matt Noveski plays bass for Blue October. And he's doing real well as a producer. And I was going to go recut drums in his studio since it opened South by Southwest this year. And I let him hear the tracks. And so now he's involved, and he's like, well, I want to produce this record, So he cut me a budget, but that's even more expensive than I anticipated before. So I've had investors lined up. Investors have fallen through.
Yeah, people don't understand I understand it's one thing to pirate large movies that suck. If you want to go, watch, I don't know, what's a recent movie that was horrible? Tiptoes. Nobody's going to complain if you go the Peter Dinklage midget movie where Gary Oldman plays a midget. Horrible. Nobody's going to complain if you rip that off, right? But local artists, there's definitely a difference there that we invest our money, out of our own pocket a lot of times. And so, coming to shows is great, but picking up the music, like obviously, Doug, you spend money out of your own pocket.
Well, I don't think that people even understand
how
much it costs to have something that sounds good. The last record I put out, I spent probably about $4,000 tops.
Yeah.
But you can hear that it's a $4,000 record compared to listening to like a South FM $20,000 record.
Right.
Yeah. And even at $20,000, like that's a really small budget for an incredible record. Like,
well, my last single I did with Analog Robot was one song because I just wanted to get this one single out of the way. $900 something.
Yeah,
for one song to make it
takes
sound good.
Time. There's engineers involved. People are pushing buttons. There's a mixing. There's a mastering. The mastering. It doesn't just come together. It's not like we just all went into a room and live and there it was and.
But I think a lot of people think that it's that you drop a microphone into a room, you perform, and you need people that you can be the best musicians in the world, but if you don't have a good engineer and a good person who masters, it doesn't matter.
Good mics, a good room. It's all there. Yeah.
So I encourage people to buy local music.
Well, I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm really afraid to do it, but I gotta get past my fear. I'm gonna do my first Indiegogo. Which is
very nice.
Which is
I'll put in towards that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna offer a lot of cool things, and some, I'm gonna do the $500-600. I'll come and play in your living room and play the 10 songs of your choosing of my catalog, or I'm gonna do some co-writes with people. I'm gonna cover your favorite song, and I'll record it and send it to you, and different packages.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
different things that will get my fans out of the woodwork and say, I want that. But it's going to be for $15,000, and I think it's a lot to ask for.
Yeah.
But it's not a lot to ask for having an incredible record.
Well, maybe you can get Seth MacFarlane behind it because apparently that guy likes throwing money.
Yeah, was he? Yeah, what?
He just did Reading Rainbow. He offered $1 million.
Oh yeah, well because he's the producer for Cosmos.
Yeah.
She's
You
really into
finance
that kind
whole
of stuff,
show
which
out
is
of his own
awesome.
pocket.
Because I love that show, man.
Yeah.
I love that they
That's-
brought it back, and I love that we get to see the reality of where science is right now.
I'm
And
so
it's so
excited.
cutting edge. It's
Yeah.
so like this is the now moment, and like I think for public access to have access to that, which I mean it's Fox. I don't know how much
That's
how
everybody
public
pretty
that is,
much, yeah.
but I mean for people to go, oh wow, we're far more. I didn't even know we were that advanced. I didn't even know that was reality
Well,
right
the
now.
quality of the show. I mean, I remember watching the original one, and it was good. You know, it was Carl Sagan. I mean, well, it was great, but what I mean is there was a
You
budget,
didn't have
you
the
know.
visuals, and it
But
was kind of
this
boring because it
one
was just him standing
yeah,
around by
but
a
this,
cliff.
First of all, Neil deGrasse is one of the most charismatic
You
men
ever watch the slow
on
motion
Earth.
Neil deGrasse?
No. What
They
is
have
it?
these where they show him in slow motion, and he just looks stoned out of his mind.
Oh, yeah, because he has the eyes. That
Yeah, his
kind of
eyes
plays-
are always glazed. I think he's a stoner. I'm pretty
Yeah,
sure.
I would
sure.
not be surprised. But yeah, he's so charismatic, and then the animation is like this. After the first episode, I was like, "That's some of the best animation." I
It's
love
unreal,
the
man.
Style. So I'm really, really glad that shows. It's on for 2 more seasons. They've officially.
Yeah, it's
got it
just
from
awesome that it's
Fox.
public. It's
Yeah,
public
I'm
access
excited about that.
that we have.
So let's quit sucking on his chat. I mean, he's got fans.
Seth MacFarlane,
We certainly
we love
don't need
you.
to be bringing people to Seth MacFarlane.
So I'm gonna ask fans for the money and just see how it happens. And with Indiegogo, you don't. I think with Kickstarter, if you don't reach your goal, you lose it all.
Yeah.
Indiegogo, you get to keep. I just got to make sure that I don't know. It's going to be tough. It'd be nice. I need to make the full amount of money. I'm not trying to pad anything. It's not like, well, I'll throw in an extra $1,000 for a new microphone or this and that. It's like, this is the studio. This is Matt's time as a producer. This is, what it's going to take to press the first 1,000 copies. This is just all those things. And to me, of course, I've been stuck with the songs for 3 years. And songs are coming in and out. In fact, Matt, I sent you a tune.
Oh, yeah, let's get that up.
Matt, in the month of when we decided to take it on, it was at the beginning of May, and he narrowed the 10 songs down to 8, and he cut off 2 of the tracks, and he said, "Go back. I need you to keep writing. I want you to write something that's bigger than these songs."
Oh, you said you emailed that to me
Yes.
at the Deep Ellum on air.
No, it's a Del Pullen address. It's all I had in my phone hooked up through
Creations of Del
Facebook.
Pullen.
I don't know. It's a Facebook. It's what you have on your Facebook.
Okay, I got you. I know. Let me look at that one then. Okay. But I'm sorry, continue on.
Yeah, because I was doing it from my phone real quick. Anyway, so I brought one of the songs I'm really proud of that I demoed in the month of May. And I demoed about 10 songs.
Actually, it's a good name for a song, In the Month of May.
In the month of May.
I'm going to have to go home and crank that one out. Nailing bitches in the month of May.
Yeah, dude, that's
Got
where
the
everything
chorus.
happens.
Done.
School's out.
Done.
So I've been in that process, and Space Camp's working on a new EP, and other than that, man, I'm just trying to hustle. Matt, as a producer of other acts in Austin, he's got my song and one of my songs in the hands of a country artist that's doing real well, and they're shopping him in Nashville. His name's Cody Bryan, and he's been playing around the Texas circuit.
That sounds real familiar.
And so that's really cool. And there's another guy named Chase Likens. In 2012, he was in the top 10 of American Idol, and there's another one of my songs, Whiskey Kisses, and they're trying to push him to
By the way,
radio and
that's
stuff
a
like that.
Great song. That's also available when you were in here and performing by yourself on the show.
Yeah,
we were
did I
able
do that on?
Yeah, you did Whiskey Kisses and American Girls. Both
Yeah,
those are
American
available.
Girls. American Girls is going to be on the new record.
Is it? That's a great song.
Yeah.
But both those for the people at home, go to funtimegoodshow.com, click on archives, and there's, of course, the full episodes. But if you want to skip all my talking, which is probably the best idea, under the musical selections, we do, anytime we have guests on, we cut out their musical selection, and it's available, just as that.
Cool.
And available, I think it's also available just as the audio. So if you want to load it up on your iPod and take it in your car and kill one 120th of the time it takes to get to Austin, you can listen to a Paco Estrada song. But no, Whiskey Kisses and American Girls are both available. The live video of you playing and the audio.
Awesome.
Well, I should send those to you, or you can rip them right from the.
Yeah,
it's the
I
internet.
need to do
You can
that.
Just go get
Well,
those.
they'll be posted all over today then.
That'd be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
But those are available for the people if you want to hear the songs before the album comes out.
So yeah, like there's just a lot going on, but like, almost at the same time, I feel like nothing's going on. As an artist, like if you don't create your own goals and your own like events that are happening, then you really have nothing. You're just playing shows, and I feel like I'm just in limbo with this record. And it sucks that it takes so much money to. I just don't. The last record I put out was another Paco Estrada get by with the budget I had kind of record, and I've done that so many times in my life, and that only hardcore fans hear the heart in it and love it, but so many people go, oh well, they want to hear this pristine.
Well, you have a level in your head of when you hear something on the radio. Well, it's the curse of
what it used to
films.
be, the South FM records and with all that.
Well, I think just with the curse of indie films, I mean, you can make a great film, but some people will turn off if it's black and white, or if it doesn't look like a Hollywood, if it doesn't have that gloss,
or if you have terrible audio.
Or well, that's bird dimming. I don't think that's. But people have an idea, and sometimes a lot of people, if it doesn't look like they think it should look or sound like they think it should sound, they're willing to pass on the content as well. Easy. And unfortunately, that's a reality in any kind of entertainment industry, and that does make it difficult, because radios do have a level of quality. So if you want it on the radio, you've got to have it up to a certain level as well.
Which I love those records. I mean, I love doing both. I love, when I do records that are low budget and I'm in there, it's like we're just taking the first take. And it's the take that has the most heart. It's the take that's the most real. It's the take that you're realistically gonna see live. It's like as many shows as we play live, you're not always getting our 100%. You may get the show that's our 75%, but it may be incredible because the 75% had more heart than hitting every single note perfectly and pristine. And I don't know, man. There's just something I like doing both.
Well, hey, there's a reason live albums sell.
Yeah,
right?
Exactly.
I mean, nobody's like, God, I can't wait to hear that one wrong.
That's how I'm gonna just market these. I'm gonna market them as live albums.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. Just always, I always thought about doing that. Just if you want it, if you don't really care about the quality, I've always thought, man, I can just go and record something in my house, get everybody in, and then just dub in an audience in the background and be like, live.
Done.
Live.
Hey, sorry
Done.
for the sound. Live. Fucking bitches in the month of May. Live. Done. You just have people in the background.
Does my sister want to be on air?
Yeah. Does she want to?
Forget it.
Tell her to call in. There's a number up on the screen, I believe.
No, I don't think she'll be embarrassed. No.
Oh, what's her name?
I can't tell you that. That's just.
What's a fake name I can call her?
You-
Paco's sister,
you can call her-
Maribel.
Yes, Maribel.
There's a number on the bottom of the screen, 214-747-DEEP. Go ahead and call in, and we'll put you on air. And you can use a fake English voice if that makes you feel a little more comfortable. If you're nervous about being on air, but feel free to call in.
Yes.
And,
All right. Well, I'm gonna send her a text to do that.
I would prefer a Cantonese accent.
the show be over.
Cantonese?
Yeah, that would be nice.
All right. Now, guys, we're going to be coming near the end of the show. We've recently been doing a game, I guess would be. It's called Voice That Character. Matt comes up with a scenario or a character, and each of you then have to create a voice for that. It's kind of like pretend you're doing voice acting.
Yeah. I can
So,
do that.
Matt, let's start with Doug here. Get him on the big screen here.
Good luck, bro.
So, Matt, let's hear it. What's the character?
Doug, you're a beautiful flower growing out of the ground, out of the cement, and a few crackheads come to eat on you. What do you say?
And you can pretend if you're in your head, it's an anime or something like that.
It can be real, it can be not real.
Yeah, just whatever.
If I was a rose.
You can be a rose.
Flower.
But
No,
that's
rose
fine,
is fine.
rose is fine.
Any kind of
Play your
flower.
role. You
If-
are now a rose.
Yeah, if you find that when you need to be a flower, you picture yourself as a rose.
I was
go
thinking
I was like,
tulip.
yo, that's
You
the
look like
first
a
thing that came to
tulip.
mind.
I was just doing this exercise on the way here as I was driving.
What would I say if crackheads was eating me as a plant/flower?
In the cement.
As a
Siemens.
rose in the semen.
Do crackheads do that?
Well, they're crack. At some point, you got to kind of go, I don't know what they're going to do. They're
They don't eat. They're not even hungry. Crack doesn't make you hungry.
Well, this isn't dare. This isn't dare. Okay, then let's add to this mythos here. One of the crackheads.
But they just smoked a joint.
Yeah, they just smoked
Okay.
a joint, so they got the munchies, and one of them has dared him to eat the other plant to give him a free hit. I don't know. There you go.
Done.
Enlarging the story.
Enlarging the story. And I have to make a voice. This is correct.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You are the rose.
Okay. I'm not a weed plant. That's best I got.
Yeah.
It's not bad. I like that one.
We'll take it.
Not a weed plant.
I'm not a weed plant.
All right, let's give Paco his chance here. Voice that character. You know what? Let me
Go for it.
Let me try to get
You-
one.
you-
I-
you-
Usually it's you. I'll take this one. Okay.
Usually I destroy this bit. So.
You are a small Cantonese child
I like it.
go.
Thank
Okay.
you. Callbacks.
Who lives on the moon with his family. It's 3015, by the way. Okay, so the Cantonese accent could have changed by now. You're living on the moon, and you've just discovered that there's no milk for your morning moonflakes. That's the very popular cereal that exists in the future, moonflakes. And now you've got to tell you don't have parents in the future, but this would be your authoritative agent who runs the house for the kids.
Now, who is the?
It's very detailed.
Is it a tiger that's there? The person who is the moon?
Mooney.
Moonflakes. Oh, it's Mooney.
Mooney.
Okay.
Mooney the moon butt.
Okay.
What's on the? There's just a big butt over the moon. It's farting moonflakes in the bowl to give you a visual for that. So a little Cantonese boy,
flavored.
2015 chocolate flavored. 2015 on the moon. No parents. Moonflakes. No milk. No moon milk. Because obviously there's no space moon milk. Go.
Mooney no have milky. No milky in my Mooney. What's the authoritative figure's name? I think it would be more like Mama.
Punch Fist.
Mama. Mama, no Mooney in my, no milky
it's
in
the
my.
female, Lance Punch Fist. Lance has become a, it's 1,000 years in the future.
Yeah.
It's become a genderless name by this point.
Oh, everybody uses it, huh?
Is that because Lance Bass was the first NSYNC person in space?
And Lance Armstrong doesn't have testicles, so it's
That's
kind
what
of
that's what I was thinking. That's all I got. I think that that's the extent of his
pretty good, though.
vocabulary.
I could write up a
No
pile
Mooney in my milky.
I actually do want to see a show now of
Milky
this
in my
character.
Mooney.
And the weed plant.
Oh, yes.
One more time, Doug. I want to hear that one again.
I'm not a weed plant.
All right, guys. We've been watching Fun Tim Glob Show. It's been really nice to have you guys on, Paco Estrada and Doug Funnie. Let's get another shot of them up on camera here. We're going to be going out today on Paco's new song. Let me pull that up real fast. We're going to also get that in rotation for the rest of the stations. So
Cool. It's just a demo. It's just something I sent as part of trying to finish up this record.
Oh, so
with
this
Matt,
is an exclusive.
This is an exclusive. No one's ever even heard this. Like small circle people have heard this. Matt's
call
heard
it
it.
here on the show.
Matt actually turned it down. He was like, I don't think it's strong enough. I think it's a good song. I don't think it's strong enough. But for something
Your
that
other songs could beat this song up?
Yeah, there were other songs that were beating this song up at the time. But I love this song. I don't know. I think it's great. I think it's real. There's a lot of things I like
And
about
this
it.
is called Depression?
It's called Depression.
All right. So Depression by Paco Estrada as we leave Fun Tim Glob Show. Once again, Doug Funnie. Let everybody know how they can reach you again.
At DougFunnyHipHop.com or on Twitter, Funny Music, and YouTube, Funny Music.
Paco, how can they reach you?
Oh, type in PacoEstrada.com.
Oh, that's easy enough.
But just go straight to my Facebook.
So for all past episodes, musical playlists, interviews with past guests, including these two wonderful gentlemen, you can go to funtimegoodshow.com.
And two-timers.
Both two-timers? Yeah.
Three-timers. We're both three-timers now.
Yeah, but you only get the prizes at 2, 5, and 10, I think is what we're going to do. I'll tell you what, I'll do a $100
I don't think it should
prize.
be that big deal to be a two-timer.
You think so, but a lot of people don't
Yeah,
like
you don't
me.
call
come back.
There's a lot of people I don't like in this town.
Yeah. I will give you, I tell you what, at 100 episodes, you get 100 pennies. That's
Sold.
going to be
Done.
Nice.
2 rolls of 50
That counts for me, too, right?
I think that there should be more drinking required on the show. The first 2 times I came here, there was drinking involved.
Yeah, I was wondering why I thought that was kind of weird.
Yeah.
I mean, the heroin's fine as long as we do it like Jedi said between the show.
The last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
You don't want to start with that. It's just dead silence. Everybody's just lying around.
So, Matt, how can people find out about what you're doing? Are you going to be performing anytime soon?
I hope not.
No?
I hope not. No, they can follow me around town. I hang out. I'm here and there.
That's easy enough. Are you on the Twitteries?
Oh, yes, I am. Try-Fecta. TRYDASHEFECTA. Almost forgot. Yes,
That's easy
Try-Fecta.
enough. You boys on the Twitters?
Twitter.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Doug,
At Paco Estrada TV.
That's okay.
Yeah. There was other Paco Estradas, especially for the Mexico
Drive
area.
around, go punch in them.
So
Okay.
Paco Estrada
Doug,
TV.
I can reach you on the Twitters.
Funny Music, at Funny Music.
That's pretty easy. Okay. Obviously, you can reach me at Del Pullen because that's my name. I don't think it's possible to wear out. It's digital. It's not like we're talking analog, so you can type that in as much as you want.
As much as you want.
I think that's fine. Also at Funtime Good Show, where you can keep up with the things that I barely remember. Oh crap! I forgot to type that. I should have done that 30 minutes ago because now the show's almost over. So I want to thank you guys for once again coming in. We're going to be going out on Depression by Paco Estrada.
Appreciate you.
This I think fits pretty well with having to be a guest on the show. So this is all right, Funtime Globe Show. Thank you very much. Next week we're going to have
Paul Varghese.
Paul Varghese. Tell me about him. I know the name.
Finalist from Last Comic Standing. He won Funniest Comic in Texas, I believe, 2009. He's got a show coming up, a comedy crawl, they call it, in Deep Ellum on July 10th. So that's what he's here for.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week with Paul Varghese.
Varghese.
Can't go outside today. Looks like it's just gonna be one of those days. I can't get out of bed. I can't get outside of my head. Oh, depression. Has got me so heavy. Depression has got me down. I'm a heavy man. I've got heavy plans. So heavy, my world is heavy. Depression, depression's got me now. Depression. Depression's got me, it's got me, it's got me. I got nowhere to go, got nowhere to hide. I've got nowhere to run to, no safe place inside. Depression has got me down. Depression has got me down. Oh, I can't go outside today. I can't go out and play. It's got me, it's got me, it's got me, it's got me, it's got me. Depression, it's got me. Depression's got me down. My love, it gets so heavy. My love, it gets so go outside.